Hi, I'm LoLo Roberts. I'm a practicing gratitude girl that strives every day and every way to recognize and celebrate my blessings. God is the center of my life, and His love allows me to live life to the fullest. Every day is a day of growth and self-improvement. I am blessed to have you join me on this podcast. Love, peace, and gratitude.
It's Frito, and I'm so glad to be part of this podcast, Grateful Gratitude with LoLo. And LoLo, let's just get right to it.
Okay, well, today I want to talk about how the last few weeks my life has totally changed and in an absolute fabulous way. Okay, let's go back. I was sitting in my office about 3 weeks ago doing my work, my normal regular job, when all of a sudden my mind wandered off and all of a sudden I had a divine intervention. I all of a sudden had the feeling that I needed to start writing a blog, and the subject of that blog was going to be gratitude. I have studied gratitude for the last year and a half on a regular basis every day and began practicing gratitude fully about a year and a half ago. So when this divine intervention hit me, it really didn't surprise me. It was God telling me that I needed to blog and I needed to help share how to practice gratitude. Now, I do want to preface this by saying I have never even read a blog in my whole entire life.
You never read one, let alone wrote one.
No, never read one. So how in the world was I going to write one? I didn't even know what you do. So basically, I registered a little name, developed a page, and wrote from my heart.
And your page is gratefulgratitude.net.
Correct, yes. And the first blog, I wrote it, let it flow out of my mind, whether there was punctuation or capitalization, didn't matter. I just wanted to get it out. When I did that, I went back and reread it, and I kept tweaking it a little and, feeling it more and more with my heart. And I thought, okay, this feels good. I'm going to push the button, post it, publish it. I did it. Oh my gosh. My whole soul is out there now. Everybody knows about me. Anything that I've kept to myself, it's out there now. And you know what? It was okay.
How therapeutic was it for you?
Extremely, extremely. And, I decided that felt so good, I needed to get people to that blog. And the only way I knew to do that was to start a Facebook page, because so many people are on Facebook. So I put together a Facebook page. I put my very first post up there. My first post was just saying, I've started a blog. It's all about gratitude. I want to help people live a more gracious, happy life. Basically, just go look at my blog. The next thing I posted was just a simple picture with simple words. And all it said is, may God use me to change lives. And I let it go. I just let it go and released it and said, let's see what happens. Well, I have a very good friend that is a social media guru. He is awesome. And I asked him if he'd have time for a cup of coffee just to look over my blog and look over my Facebook page. Now, I started the blog on a Tuesday, just so we have a reference here. And this was the following Friday. He asked me to pull up the blog and the Facebook page so he could look at it. And I said, yeah, Aaron, I kind of think this first post, has reached over 19,000 people.
And he said there's no way that first post has reached, because this is so grassroots.
He goes, pull it up. I really need to see that, because it had only been 2 days. And he said, oh my gosh, Lolo, that's amazing. He said, this doesn't happen. He said, you do have 19,000 reaches. He said, did you notice you have 367 likes and you have 55 shares? Do you realize people are actually clicking on that and sharing it with their friends and the people that they're connected to? And I'm going to tell you, Mark, I literally got tears and got chills at the same time. He said, this has to be your calling.
It makes no sense, and then it makes all the sense in the world.
It totally makes sense to me through God's love and grace.
Exactly.
And His purpose for me. Social media-wise, I don't understand, But I know and respect Aaron enough that if Aaron was telling me it was an amazing thing, it was miraculous in my eyes, because Aaron knows.
Yeah, and I'll tell you with these podcasts, this is the first one that you and I are doing, and I'm going to tell you that if you only get 15 listeners, that is a victory.
Wow.
Okay?
Okay.
So, and I know you're going to get more than that, but look, these things don't happen overnight.
No.
And to get that and I know enough about social media to be dangerous, but I definitely know enough to know that that's remarkable, what you just said.
Well, and then, I checked it last night before I came here, and we're over 53,000 now in
That's
3
fantastic.
weeks. The next thing, and this to me is just an example of how God puts a purpose in your life and puts a dream in your heart, and you fulfill it. The next thing, of course, you and I were meeting at a networking meeting, and we sat and talked for about an hour about different things, and I kind of mentioned to you, sometime down the road when I get going, I would like to, maybe do a podcast. And you said, no, you do it now.
Yeah.
You need to do it now. Don't wait, do it now. We'll make it happen, do it. And you know what? Divine intervention again, because you and I are sitting here. We're doing the podcast. So maybe people that don't read the blog or don't see the Facebook page may, hear it here.
And hopefully share it with others.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the reasons I wanted you to start right away, is because gratitude is something that I think the world needs a whole lot more of. And once you have it, and I know you're the expert here, but you can tell me where I'm wrong. Once you have gratitude, once you have that attitude of being thankful for the things that you have, and you look at the things that you do have rather than things that you don't have, and you don't harp on that.
Absolutely.
Your life just, it improves like that.
Well, and when I first started to practice gratitude, I didn't know what to say or what to be thankful for. So I said, thank you for this hot bath that I'm soaking in. I know there are people that don't have warm water. Thank you for my bed that's so comfortable at night. Thank you, Lord, just for opening my eyes every morning. And thank you for putting such wonderful people in my life that can help me grow this dream. It's simple. You don't have to be real eloquent.
Well, and the other reason that I wanted to get you started right away is because of the reason that you want to do this.
Yeah, I actually am going to become a certified gratitude coach. Now, I have searched high and low to find someone who just specializes in coaching and gratitude, and I haven't found one. So if I could be the first, it would be fabulous. But to me, I want the credentials. I want to coach people and guide people on how to have a much better life and a happier life, and how to have a stronger marriage through just loving each other and knowing we all are going to have faults, but let's focus on the good things. And then, eventually speak. I have already been asked to do some speaking engagements this fall. So what I'm saying...
Wait. Is that based on the last 3 weeks?
It is. Absolutely has all come in these last 3 weeks.
This is crazy.
It is, but you know what?
Crazy good.
Crazy fabulous. And the other thing is, I feel it. It's right. I know this is what I meant to do.
Yeah, and it shows. It shows with your passion for it, how excited you are about getting the project started. And I keep calling it a project, but I guess that's an okay word.
I kind of use ministry or mission, but but yeah, absolutely.
And so it just really shows, and that's why I think part of the reason it's really catching on. Yeah, the divine intervention is there for sure.
Absolutely.
But also, it's your passion.
It is, and I know all throughout my life there have been times that I've had some tough times, and I guess I didn't realize at the time I was practicing gratitude. I kind of just turned things over to God at that time and was thankful what I did have, but I didn't focus on it like I am now. And I truly see the growth in myself, the self-improvement in myself. Negativity has fallen away from me. Things that I used to just skyrocket about, they don't even bother me anymore. It's not worth my time or my energy.
Okay, and we're going to get into a lot of these issues in other episodes. Before we close this one out, though, gratitude, and from what you're saying to me, I feel like I was born with an attitude of gratitude. I feel like I've had that all my life.
You do, and you absolutely do, Mark.
Well, and there's no doubt in my mind that I have it now, but I think it was something I was born with. Mm-hmm. And what you're saying is that people can learn to kind of adjust and grow into that attitude of gratitude.
every day, just be thankful for one thing. Next day, be grateful for two things. But I just want to end on a quote from Meister Eckhart. And that quote is, if the only prayer you said in your whole life was thank you, that would suffice. Don't overthink it. Just say thank you.